Hey guys and gals, it's Sweet Project Cars with cool, trick, and affordable ways for the do-it-yourselfer. Today it's absolutely beautiful in Pensacola, Florida. It's hot already, and I think it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is baking the skin off the side of my face already. Sweet Project Cars, and this is how to open a sealed battery. This is a Drag Specialties premium battery right here, and I had to replace it. I haven't had time to do the process to revamp it, but if you have a sealed battery, 9 times out of 10 it's going to look like this right here, where this cap is glued down. And real simple process to getting these off and then re-adhering them back on. So we're going to do it on this battery here because it's the only one I have that's a wet style battery and has the sealed cap on it. So we're going to do that. First thing you're going to do, you're going to take some of that stuff right there.
Buscar en el show más de la descripción del video para todas las herramientas.
Thank you, Hoolios, Cesar, Chavez, Rodriguez, Jorge Johnson. And you're going to take one of your syringes. We have a lot of syringes. We use this stuff extensively. Great for injecting our Planet Safe. And the free giveaway is still going on. If you want a free sample, all you have to do is comment to us that you want a free sample. And Consuelo or Ezralita will get back to you. And we'll send it out to you free of charge. There's no ulterior motive to it. We just want to get it out to you guys and gals. It's amazing lubricant. And we use these syringes with it a lot to get it into really tight places. And for you guys on sweet scoots, if you have bolts or nuts that are way back in and you want to not spray grease or oil all over the place, these syringes with the Planet Safe is really good way to do it. So we just take that off. They go on like that. You screw it tight, pull the cap off. And we just poke that down in there. And when you get to the point where you can't get down far enough, you just pour it in a little bowl. We just pull some of that up in there like this. Pull it the rest of the way down, get it out of the syringe. Put the cap on it, because if you're anything like me, you'll knock it over. And very simply, you just follow the seam and inject a little bit of this along that edge like that. I got it up on top so you can see it's coming out. And it will follow that channel. And what this does is, after a day or so, do this a couple of times, once a day for a couple of days, and the cap will come loose much easier, and it loosens the adhesive in there. So once I'm done with that, you can write on the syringe what's in it, pull it back so you got a gap in there right there, air, set it aside. Now these pry bars are scrapers are phenomenal. They work like a charm. So all you do, once you get that started, you just take your scraper and you work it along that edge. Believe it or not, it really loosens that adhesive up. It'll take you about 15 minutes or so to get it off, and if it's not coming off real well, put a little more on. Let it set another day. But you can see right here the adhesive that's on there. See that white stuff? That's in the center. Can't really get to that. Main objective is get the outer edge off. All sealed batteries are basically this way. And if you get to a spot where it's not coming up real easy, you can put a little bit of the fluid right there. Let it set another couple hours, and it'll loosen it right up. These are pretty sharp, so don't jam it into your hand because it will open you up. Now there's these little plugs here. You want to make sure you don't chop those off. And this is worth it when you consider the savings of having to buy a new battery. So now it's glued pretty good here because of the sealant and adhesive in here. So if you take your fluid You can put a little on that area right there. It'll come right loose. And there you go. It's off. And the way we put this back on, you're gonna love that. This is what you have to do to reattach the lid. 9 times out of 10, the lid will be a little bit deformed. I'm going to share with you how to fix that. So let's get busy. First off, we're going to take a really good heat gun and we're going to warm it up, and you'll see it go down. It'll get real flimsy. That's what you want. Starting to lower. Dropping down pretty good. And you know, the main reason, and I'll repeat this throughout the video, I think, that you even have to replace the batteries that are sealed is because they run low on electrolyte. The water evaporates out of them. You can do this and keep the fluids up in it and revamp it. They'll last you and last you and last you. Alright, so it's getting pretty flat right now. Pretty flimsy. Getting there. Alright, that's pretty much where we want it. And you're going to want to put, just for safety, a piece of tape, black electrical tape, over the top of each terminal, like that. This is the only glue we use, and you put it on the lid only. And all you do is run a bead along the outer edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then do the inner raised edges. And it'll be way easier to get off the next time than having it heat sealed on there. Done. Now I just take the lid. It's still quite hot, but it's way flatter than it was before. And I just lay it on top. You press it down, and then lay a plate of steel of some sort that you have. I've got some construction stuff here, and I lay that on top. And then I'll take a 10-pound weight, or any weight you have, and you can put 2 of them on there. I'm going to put 2. Now if you have a cylinder jack or anything that weighs 20 pounds or so, that will work. A plate of steel, if you got a 1/4 inch plate of steel you want to lay on top, and then put the weight on top of it. Whatever you can do to get about 20 plus pounds on top of it. And it'll, because the lid is still warm, quite warm, it will flatten right out beautifully with that much weight on top. We'll let that set about 24 hours, and that battery has been revamped. It was way low on fluid, so I won't have to replace this one for a long time. Alright, now after you've gotten your lid glued down, after it's flattened out, glued down, and go all the way around it and seal it up. Press it right in there. Take your finger after you do it and press it into the groove all the way around the lid. And you'll let this set for 24 hours. Pull the weight off, seal it up all the way around. Sweet Project Cars out.